Hi everyone. So welcome to this taster webinar for HIIT/circuit style virtual exercise session with Daniel. So this has been arranged for the members of the South Yorkshire Women Inspired Network. I'm Liz Leggett. I'm joined with Caroline and Amy from the network, sorry. And I'm the deputy lead for the health and wellbeing section on the Women's Network Committee. So we're just going to have a bit of a 10-minute taster session with Daniel, just so we can show you what these sessions are like actually. So without further ado, I'm going to keep stum and I'm going to hand over to Daniel. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So I'm Daniel from Rotherham Community Trust. What I'm going to do for you in this taster session is we'll do two different types of HIIT workout. So HIIT workout, high intensity interval training, is just different ways of using different timings to get a good workout in a small amount of time. When we do this with a group, I will find out things such as injuries, illnesses, any limiting factors, and we can make sure everyone can get a good workout. So the first one that I'm going to do is going to be 10 30-second sets. There's going to be 5 different exercises and we're going to go through twice. So I'll do that straight away. And as we go into the 30 seconds, I'll do a different couple of variations for each exercise, just so you can see what sort of things that we do, should you want to try something a little bit different, so we can make sure we can make this available to everyone. So the first exercise that we are going to do is going to be nice and simple, just high knees. We're going to do 30 seconds, 10 seconds rest, and then a different exercise. So first one, high knees. So the first 30 seconds, high knees, and just start marching. We do this as a warm-up, make sure that we start with marching, and as you get into it, you can start to come into high knees should you want to. You can just carry on with marching. With marching as well, we can do it at various different heights, and if you want something in between, we'll come across each way and bring a little bit of core in there as well. Fantastic, so 10 seconds rest. The next one we're going to do is squats. I'll show you 3 different versions of the squats. So ready for squats, the first one to do is using a chair. So using the chair as a guide can also help with stability and make sure we stay with the touch, or come all the way down. Next one would just be normal air squats, making sure his knees are following his toes. And people that are more into exercise have done a fair bit, we can add a little jump. So next one we're going to do is going to be star jumps. Again, I will give an alternative. So I'll start with a low impact version of side jacks. So full range of motion, low impact. So any knee issues, any back issues, we're looking after those. And our other version will just be star jumps. Whatever works best for you. Fantastic. So the next one we're going to go for is going to be lunges. Again, we can use the chair. So I'm going to start with reverse lunges. Bring your knee into the floor, just using the chair as a support. Other alternatives, front lunges. Again, we can do this supported just by having a stand on the chair. And our last one before we start again, just jogging on the spot. So we can go nice and light, keeping a foot down each time, making sure we're low impact, looking after his joints, or we can just go into a normal jog. Last alternative, we can kick up behind. And then back to the beginning for 5 more sets. So we're back to high knees. If you're feeling warmed up, And we started with just coming up high before, we're marching, we're feeling a little bit looser. We can come into full high knees or even supported. Last few. Fantastic. Next set, back to squats. We're going to make sure his knees are following his toes, looking after his joints. And again, just normal squats. Don't worry about depth. Depth wherever you feel comfortable. So it might be quite a shallow squat. That's absolutely fine. Or going a little bit deeper. And if you want to use a chair, that can just help gauge your depth. Good job. 3 sets left. So we're back to star jumps or side jacks. Second time around, we can just pick up the pace. Stepping a little bit further out. And you can even move from one to the other. If we start off with full star jumps, at any point, you can move to side jack should you want to. Good job, 2 left. So we'll go back to lunges. And we can go reverse with the chair. As you feel more confident, you can take your hands off, but have it there if you need to. Making sure we keep the head up high, dipping that rear knee to the ground. So last one, jogging on spot. This time, we're going to up his pace every 10 seconds. Last one, we'll make it a little bit tougher. And again, these are only options. So 10 seconds nice and light. At 20 seconds, a little bit quicker. And for his last 10, we can pick it right up. And that's our first example. So going there, 5 exercises done twice, just 2 rounds of a circuit. The next one that we will do, which is 4 minutes long, is 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds rest in between. For this is called Tabata. We're going to do 2 different exercises and we're going to move from one to the next and back again. So you can do 4 sets of each one. For this one, we will do floor to sky touches or jumps, and we will do a squat hold. So I can show you some different variations of that. So let me get my timer going. First 20 seconds, floor to sky. We can touch down and up. I'll do a different variation for the first couple of times. So just touching, back straight, squatting down. And then onto a second exercise. So 10 seconds rest. This time we're going to do squat hold. I'll show you a few different variations. First one, we're just going to do a squat hold. So I'm going to sit into a squat position and stay there. If at any point you just need a little wriggle and back down, go for it. Last few seconds. And back to 10 seconds break. So for a second time through, I'm going to do floor to sky jumps. touch down, jumping up, get into a bit of a rhythm. Or if it's your first time doing that, down, up, change. You can take it at your own pace. Next version of squat hold, we'll use the chair, and we can do this as a dip. I'm going to sit down in this position, adding a little bit of core, stabilising with his hands, back still nice and straight. Great. So we're 2 rounds in, so we've got 2 more to go for this full set. So back to floor scatter jumps, and start with touches. This time, if we like, we can go double. And with these variations, you can just pick one. I'll always give variations at the beginning. Fantastic. And next one. Oh, we can see me if I do. We're going to go to also nice and flat. Like we can press the foot on our knees if we want to. Although, say about that, if this is where you want to be, if this is where we're at, that's absolutely fine. It's your workout. Great work. So once more time through. This time with a squat hold. I can just find a weight. I'll use my book. But we can do it with a weight nice and close to us, making sure we're keeping a centre of gravity. And this is just like another level up. And again, at any point, you can put your weight down if you just want to give it a try. Fantastic. So we've got one more left. We do realise I've just done 2 squat holds. So as the last one, then we can come down and come up. Any leg issues, we can do this as a straight leg deadlift. And there's a squat round. So if we're doing a Tabata workout, we would then move on to something else. It could be a floor exercise, we could do leg raises and bicycle kicks and kind of keep things so they match. So that's just 2 different ways that we can do a HIIT workout. And if you can join us at me and Jessie, we've got lots and lots of different ones, and we'll always make sure you get alternatives and things that are going to suit you.
Brilliant. Thank you, Daniel. So if this is something that you'd like to do on an online session, please do book on to the next one, which is the session in the evening on the 9th of March at the International Women's Day event in the evening. So we'll wrap up there. Thanks very much. As I say, we'll share this video so people get a taster of the session.